I had a kind of like a writer's block. I couldn't figure out which way to start, and then it kind of like opened up in the cabin.
Yeah.
Blow from the Edge, for example, the chorus was written on the night of between Saturday and Sunday when you were, or the morning it was, you all were asleep, and I had like all cannons blazing. And then it's kind of like
It just needed a huge amount of alcohol.
yeah. Again.
Shit noise.
Production oil.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that after the cabin session, my thoughts were like, we have pretty good songs here now, lots of potential, but we needed one more song, which would be faster, because most of the songs were quite slow, and we needed some dynamics on the album.
Yeah, and then we wrote Advent of Nihilism. It ended up being quite a good song, but it came together also. We didn't have to think too much on it, it just came naturally.
Then the first thing we recorded, and I think everybody records, is the drums. What can you remember of those sessions? Mm-hmm. The only advice we had, or the only kind of like what we wanted, was less double bass and just the most simple beating you can ever give.
Yeah, that was my goal too. We ended up taking some parts of the drum kit off, like at least one tom. We focused on the feel and keeping things simple as possible. But comparing to the earlier sessions with Nico, this went very, very smoothly, and he played very well, and there were much less editing afterwards. And
did it take long to find the right sound? You know, the deep
no,
bass drum, and
we had good drums, and I know how to mic them up. And
I remember on the first record when we didn't kind of like know what we were supposed to sound like, and now that we have worked together for a long time, how has it made this easier?
it's much easier to make decisions and know what works and what doesn't, and I don't always know what's coming up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's how we do things.
You start from somewhere and you end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
And on this album there are lots of things that I haven't done before, like all these moving from heavy part to acoustic atmosphere, like crossfading them and all little small things on the production. And
I think as a band, that's also what we haven't done before. These acoustic parts. I think earlier we focused more on just being as heavy as possible. But on this album, I think there was more creating dynamics and contrasts between parts, and that I think makes the heavy parts sound more heavy.
On previous albums, there was always some guitar chugging on the background.
Yeah.
Now there's more air to it, maybe.
yeah, I remember figuring this acoustic crossfade thing in the drum session. I don't remember what song it was, but we were tracking drums, and then the idea just came up in my mind, and hey, what if we do like this? in this part. We need to lay back here and have some time to breathe before the storm hits again.